We're going to solve this word problem about people on an airplane. Now, the first thing that we need to do is define a few things. So if we let P be our profit, then the way to find it is going to be the profit per person, which is what they give us right here, a profit of this many rands per person. Okay, that's this. Whoops. And then we need to multiply that by the number of people. Number of people. So in this case, they are letting X be the number of people. They don't say it out loud, but that's what they mean. So that means that our equation for the profit becomes profit per person, which is 984 minus 3x, times the number of people. And when you distribute that x through, we get that the profit, that the equation for the profit is actually 984x minus 3x. Sorry, I can't do a squared on here. I'll do it like this. And if you want to know the minimum or maximum of something, you take its derivative. So the derivative of the profit with respect to x, that's a linear term. The derivative is the 984, and then minus the power times the coefficient is minus 6, and then x to the first, so I don't need an x. Now, if we want to find a minimum or a maximum, we set this derivative equal to 0. And so put the 6x on the other side and divide by 6 and find that you get x equals 164. Now, that's the maximum profit. And so that is the answer to number 1 here. How many people would they prefer? They would prefer to have the number of people that maximizes the profit, which is 164. And then if your teacher is like me, I want you to use units, so this is going to say people. Okay, now that's the maximum. So let's go back to this equation right here. If you were going to graph this, it's a quadratic. We learned to graph quadratics long ago. It's a parabola. It points down. At 0, it is 0. So we have a point 0. We know there's a maximum at 164. So this is 164. And when you plug that in, you find out that 164 people gives you, plugging it into the original equation, gives you 80,688 rands. That's their unit, like our dollar. So we have a maximum here at 164,80688. And then we need to figure out where it crosses zero again, because you will make a profit if you have 170 people or 180 people. It just won't be the maximum profit. So what that means is that we have to solve this, the profit equation, just to see where it's greater than or equal to zero. That's our goal. But I want a skinny marker. So in order to figure out where this just stays positive, where we're still profitable, we just need to find out, probably not equal to, where this is greater than zero. So if you factor this, you can factor out a 3x and get that, where did it go? This is, let me do this, 984 divided by 3. This is 328 and then minus x. So what we really need is for this 328, if this is 0, we already have that point. It's right here. We need the 328 minus x. We need that piece to be greater than 0, which means we need 328 to be greater than x. So the maximum, now if it equals 0, there's no profit. So we need, let's turn that around because that's what we're used to, for x to be less than 328. So the maximum number of people is actually going to be 327. Now, if I was going to graph this, I would have an open circle point right here, and I would have this parabola, which I'm not going to be very good at drawing, but it would come up and come down here. So, and this is an open circle at 328, which means it's not included because that would give us a profit of 0, and we still want to have a profit, so we have to go one person less. So if there's 327 people, they will still make a profit. So this answer is 327 people. Now, if you plug that in to the profit formula, what you find is that their profit, when there are 984 times 3, when there are 327 people, goes down to $981. So right here, this is $981. And if you plug in 328, you find that the profit is 0. So that's how you work it. Thank you.